All right, let's dive into a culinary mystery that you've probably wondered about yourself. We're talking about one of the most famous foods on the entire planet, the McDonald's French fry. And more specifically, why so many people swear it just doesn't taste the same as it used to.
And you know what? If you've ever heard someone, maybe an older relative, say that, well, guess what? They are absolutely right. It's not just some fuzzy memory or nostalgia, it's a fact. For about 50 years, from the 40s all the way to 1990, those fries were a totally different beast. Seriously, they were legendary for a reason. That taste, that texture, nobody could touch it.
So, that begs the big question, right? What on earth happened? How does one of the most iconic recipes in the world just change, and why? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into.
Okay, so to really get what was lost, we first have to understand how the fries are made today. And let me tell you, it's not as simple as just cutting up some potatoes and tossing them in oil. Oh no, it's this huge, super precise industrial process. It's all designed to make sure a fry in Tokyo tastes exactly the same as a fry in Toledo.
The whole journey of a modern fry is like a 4-stage race before you even get to eat it. First, the potatoes get blanched in hot water. Then, they get a quick dip in the fryer. That's called par frying. After that, they're flash frozen and shipped out. The only thing left is that final fry at the restaurant right before they hit your tray.
But here's where it gets really fascinating, the chemistry behind it all. To make sure every single fry is perfect, they add a few things. They start with specific potatoes, like russet Burbanks, because they have a lot of starch, which gives you that soft, fluffy inside. Then they add dextrose. That's just a type of sugar, to make sure they get that perfect golden color every time. They even add something called sodium acid pyrophosphate, which stops the potatoes from turning that ugly gray color after they're frozen. And get this, there's even an anti-foaming agent in the oil just to keep it from bubbling over. It's a science.
So what this all means is that most of the work is done long before those fries ever get to your local restaurant. By the time they arrive, they're not just potatoes anymore. They're these highly engineered, par-fried potato sticks, basically just waiting for that last dunk in the hot oil.
All right, so if the modern process is this amazing feat of food science, all for perfect consistency, then what's the missing piece of the puzzle? What's different? Well, the secret isn't in how they make them, it's in what they used to make them with. One single, crucial ingredient that got taken out of the recipe.
And that, my friends, brings us to the main event, the big reveal. This is the plot twist in the story of the fries, the one thing that changed everything.
There it is right there, the original secret ingredient. Beef tallow. Yep, for half a century, those fries were cooked in rendered beef fat. Then, in 1990, they switched it out for a vegetable oil blend. That's it. That one single change is the entire reason they don't taste the same.
So you gotta ask, why the big switch? It wasn't to save money, and it definitely wasn't to make them taste better. It was all about what people thought was healthy. See, back in the late 80s, there was this huge push against saturated fat. A businessman named Phil Sokoloff, after having a heart attack, started this massive public campaign. I'm talking full-page newspaper ads calling out McDonald's. The public pressure got intense and, well, it worked. In 1990, McDonald's gave in and announced they were switching to 100% vegetable oil.
And at the time, this was seen as a huge victory for public health. Everyone celebrated. But now, fast forward 30-plus years, and, well, the science has gotten a whole lot more complicated. It really makes you wonder, was switching from that delicious fat to a healthier oil actually the right move?
Now, you'd think that's the end of the story, right? A clear-cut win for health. But it turns out, questioning everything we were told back in the 80s about fat has become a massive debate in nutrition today.
Here's the thing. A ton of modern large-scale studies have looked at this, and they've found no real link between eating saturated fat and heart disease. On the flip side, we now know that when you heat vegetable oils to super high temperatures, they can create some pretty nasty chemical compounds. So, some scientists are now arguing that the switch might have actually made the fries less healthy, not more. And here's the kicker, the absolute irony of it all. To try and mimic that original flavor they lost, McDonald's now adds natural beef flavor to the vegetable oil. Crazy, right?
So after all this history, all this science, what does that leave us? Well, it leads to a really fun conclusion. What if you could taste those original, legendary fries for yourself? The good news is you totally can. You can actually hack the recipe and make them at home.
And the method is way simpler than you might think. It really comes down to two key things: getting your hands on some beef tallow and using a double fry technique. So here's what you do.
You fry your thin-cut potatoes once at a lower temperature, say around 150 Celsius. Then you take them out and let them cool down completely. This is crucial. Finally, you plunge them back into that hot tallow, but this time at a higher temperature, around 190 Celsius, just for a couple of minutes until they're perfectly golden and crispy. And I'm telling you, the flavor is unbelievably close to the original.
Which kind of leaves us with a cool final thought, doesn't it? We tend to think of these amazing, iconic flavors as being lost to history, a victim of changing times and public pressure. But maybe with just a little bit of knowledge, that gold standard of flavor isn't really gone forever. Maybe it's just waiting for you, right there in your own kitchen.